Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you're all fine. Welcome back to my channel. And this is the second part of my last video. And in this lesson, we are going to complete the May-June 2024 Variant 21 Paper 2 9618. And in my last video, we completed 5 questions of that paper. And in this video, I'm going to start from the question number 6, and we will complete this paper in this video. So starting with the question number 6, and in this question, 3 points on a grid form a triangle with sides A, B, and C as shown in the example. Like this is side A, this is side C, B, A, B, C, and the grid it has x-axis and y-axis. A triangle is said to be right-angled if following test is true. A is the length of the longest side, so A square is equal to B square plus C square. So if the sum of the two side with square is equal to one side, then it is called a right-angled triangle. So A2 means A in programming, the square is multiplying A with A, multiplying a value with the same, like 3 square is 3 into 3. And we can calculate this by multiplying the same value with it. Or in the programming, in the pseudocode, we can also use the power sign. So the other thing that we need to understand and we need to see here is that one of the side can be identified with a grid, like the P1, point 1, P2 is the point 2, and P1 with the XY coordinate. You can see it is right at this 2 and 3. All right. So it is 2, 3. 2 is x1 and xy1, and P2 is x2 and y2. So the side B can be defined as x1, y1, which is 2, 3, and x2, y2, which is 6 and 6. All right. So 3, 2, and 6 and 6. So P1 and P2 can be represented like this. The value B2 is given by the formula. So now the B side can be written as x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, and this can be solved like this. So if you put the values and the square and the value become this, and finally we get this value. So this is how we can understand this specific question. All right. In this question, the understanding is very important. If you understand it well, then writing the solution is pretty easy. A function is a right angle. All right. Is right angle will be written as it take 3 set of integer as parameter representing the coordinate of the 3 endpoint that form a triangle. Return true if the endpoints from the right angle triangle, otherwise return false. In pseudocode, the operator this cap represents an exponent, which is the number of the time a value is multiplied by itself. So you all must have the knowledge of it. Sorry. All right. So which is the number of the times a value is multiplied. So value power 2 is same as square. Okay. So this is a simple thing that you need to remember when we'll be using it. Okay. Now complete the pseudocode for the function is right angle, and the function header is given over here. Function is right angle has x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. So you can see the whole triangle. So this is actually this is the x1, y1, this is x2, y2, and x3, y3. Okay. So 3 points will have 3 coordinates. Okay, starting with with this function is right angle is RA, and function is RA has the coordinate x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, and y3. Let's start. It returns the Boolean. So what we will do, we will first declare the sides, side 1, side 2, side 3, and they will all be of type integer. Alright, so coming to the side 1, As guided to us in this example, that if the P1 and P2 has 3 and 2 and 6 and 6, so how the B square will be generated with the X1 and X2, so 3 and 6, and Y1 and Y2, which is 2 and 6. Okay, so the same we will follow here. Side 1 is actually the side 1 will assume as the x1 minus x2, and this is power 2 plus y1 minus y2 and power 2. This is the side 1. Side 2 can be, this will write x2 minus x3 and power 2 plus y2 minus y3 power 2. This is the side 2, and then we have side 3, that is the x1 minus x3 the power 2 plus y1 minus y3 power 2. All right, so all the sides, they will be calculated like this. Now we have to use the condition as in the question. Take 3 set, return true if the end points from the right angle triangle forms a right angle triangle, otherwise return. So any of the side, so with if now side 1 is equal to side 2 plus side 3, this is the one possibility, or the side 2 is equal to side 1 plus side 3, this is second possibility. So we are continuing with this condition, so this underscore means we are continuing on the next line, and this is the second condition. Then side 3 is equal to side 1 plus side 2. If any of this condition is true, then what will happen? The function will return true. All right. Otherwise, which is else, return false, and then is the end if, and then the end function. This is the solution of this question. All right. Then moving next, the test used to check if a triangle is a right angle can be written in two ways: a square, or it can be written like, instead of squares, we can place this under root, square root. And you know, when it is evaluated, the square root of 81 will return us 9. Now in this question, a new function square root is written to perform the square root operation. The function takes an integer number as a parameter and returns a positive real value representing the square root. During testing, it is found that the square root function returns a value that is only accurate to 4 decimal places. Like in square root 25 returns 5.0000125 rather than it converts the value of 50. So this is an issue. A function is RA from part A is modified to use the new square root function to test if the triangle is a right angle. Now we'll use the square root. Describe the problem that might occur when using the modified ISRA function and suggest a solution that still allow the square root function to be used. Now what problem can occur? This is the problem is that the function, the function must return, as when we are calculating the side, the power, it is very important, it is vital to have the resultant value, a correct result value. So the problem is the function will return invalid value. So it return an invalid value. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to use, we need to actually round the calculated value in order to avoid the fractional part like this. So if it will be round, we'll get this 5.0. All right. Okay. Now moving to the next question. Question number 7. A fitness club has a computerized membership system. The fitness club offers a number of different exercise classes. The following information is stored for each club member: name, home address and email address, mobile phone number, date of birth, and exercises they are interested in. When an exercise class is planned, a new module will send personalized text messages to each member who has expressed an interest in that exercise. Member wishing to join a class send a message back. Members may decide not to receive future text messages by replying with the message stop. The process of abstraction is used to filter out unnecessary information. State one advantage of applying abstraction to the problem. So, abstraction, the concept of abstraction is to simplify the problem, so easy to understand. You don't need to focus on the unnecessary information. You just need to focus on the relevant part. All right. Then the next is identify 3 items of information that will be required by the new module. Justify your choice with reference to the given scenario. As you can see, we need to have the name, home address, email address. All right. So what is the important thing in there is identify 3 items of information that will be required by the new module. So if you create a new module, which 3 items are needed? We need to have item 1 required. We need we need either a name of the person interested. Okay. So this is identify 3 items that will be required by the new module. Justify your choice. So that, because what is the scenario? That we are members. A new module is planned. Actually, this is a new module is planned, will send personalized message. A module is planned to personalize a message, so that if a message will have a name, it will personalize the message. All right. And what is the second thing that is needed? We also need the phone number. Phone number is needed, and so that to send the text message. And what is the third thing? Third thing required is the exercise in which they are interested. In which interested. All right. To decide the willingness of the member. All right. So this is important. Identify 2 operations that would be required to process data when the new module receives a text message back from a member. Definitely, the member, when the message is received, one thing is that we need to either add the member in the related, irrelevant, in the list, or the second is to remove the member from list to send message in future. This can also be possible. All right. All right. The structure chart illustrates the part of the membership program. Update, sub A, sub B, and then the parameters that are passing. Name contains the name of the club member. P1 and T1 are P1, T1 are the real type. Explain the meaning of the diamond symbol. What is the meaning of the diamonds? This diamond symbol. The meaning of this diamond symbol is this is the decision box, and what is the purpose of it? This diamonds. What is the meaning of this symbol? It means it gives choice or option to select sub A, sub B, or sub C. Option to select this or this, select sub A or sub B. So choice between them. It is actually the choice. Write the pseudocode module header for sub A and sub B. Sub A, it is not returning, so it is procedure. Procedure sub A, and it has two variable name. Name is of type string. Name is of type string, and then the second one is the P2 of type real. But you can see that P2 is pointing to both sides, so it is when a variable parameter is pointing to both sides, it means it is by reference. By reference, P2 of type real. So this is the function, the procedure header. All right, and the second one is the sub B. Sub B is one parameter is passed to it and the other it is returning, so it is a function. So we'll write function sub B. So value to pass it P1. P1 is of type real, and return type is also T1, which is of type real. So this is how the okay ji. Now the last question, that is the teacher is designing a program to process pseudocode project written by her students. Each student project is stored in a text file. The process is split into a number of stages. Each stage performs a different task and creates a new file name as shown. Like example is Michael Ade underscore source.txt, Michael Ade underscore s1.txt, s2.txt. So it means student project produced by the student Michael Ade, and the file produced by stage 1, file produced by stage 2. So delete comment, what it does, it called with a parameter of type string representing a line of pseudocode from a student's project file, returns the line after removing any comment. And note on comment, a comment starts with 2 forward slash characters and include all the remaining characters on the line. The following example shows a string before and after the comment has been removed. Like before, it was like this, and when the comment and the text after the comment removed, it becomes this. Now complete the pseudocode for module delete comment. All right, now we have to see the delete comment. Alright, so in the delete comment, what we will do, as mentioned here, it takes the called with a parameter of type string. representing a line of pseudocode from the, so it has a line, that is given to it, and it is returning string. Now we need to declare a few variables. Declare, we need I, we need slash index, this is of type integer, and then we need to declare new line, and this is going to be string. Okay, then the I is 1, and we will have the loop while this is length of the parameter variable line, and the slash index is equal to 0. Okay, then we need to see we need to have the extracted char, we need to declare that as a string here. We declare we need to have the we need to see the char, the character. It can be string, it can be char. Okay, so the new char, it can be new char, it can be single char, any name we can give to it. And then we will extract mid line I and 1. So we'll extract one letter from there. If this new char is equal to backslash, so we can make it char, it will be char. If it is equal to this, then what will happen? We'll give the index to slash index is equal to, we'll give this I, the index of that slash will give to this new variable. And if, and then before we move to next, I is I plus 1 and y. All right, and now if the slash index is not equal to 0, then what will happen? The new line, if it is not equal to 0, means it has the index, then is equal to left line, which has the line, and then how many letter it will extract, that will use the slash index, -1. What this will do, it will actually stop till that slash, and behind the slash all the text will be extracted and will be given to new line. And if, and then this new line will be returned. So return new line, and then the end function, the line is already written here. So this is how this delete command will work. All right, a second module is defined, stage 1, called with a parameter of type string representing a student name, create a new stage file, copies each line from the student project file to stage 1. After removing any comment from each line, does not write blank line to the stage file, returns the number of the line. Now we need, this question is related with the file handling, and here we have to use the delete command. The module that we have written over here, the delete command, it will be used in it. And how we will start it? The actual name is stage 1. So you take the help from these bullet points. All right. So we will write it like the method to solve this part is to, and what, first of all, we need to see that it is a functional procedure because it is returning. So it is a function. So we write function, and the name is stage underscore 1, and called with a parameter of type string representing the student name. So we will have student name of type string, and it is returning the number of the line. So it returns integer. All right. Now the variables, usually it has file handling, and it has to open a file, read the content, and then from the old file, and then place it into a new file. So we need two variables. Declare, we need old file, and we need a new file, and we also need line data, and this all of type string. Okay, and then we need another variable, and that is count of type integer. Okay. All right. Old name, old file. Old file is created by the variable, which is the parameter, the student name, and concatenate with, how we know this? This is the name underscore source, and this is the name underscore s1. So this we have to do here. Underscore source dot text, and new file is again student name and underscore, and that is s1 text. So now we have old file and new file. All right. Now we'll open it. Open file, and first old file for read. Open file, new file for write. So the second file we'll use to write, and the first file we'll use to read. Okay. Then we have space. Yeah, we have space. Then while, we'll use while not end of file, and the file that we are reading, and that is the old file. Okay. So when we read this file, and then the command read file, and then the old file, and we extract into this variable line data. All right. Then the line data will be updated. As you can see here, it is mentioned that we should use the delete command, so that the line that we have extracted, if there is any comment, that will be removed from it. So that delete comment, and we give line data to it. so that the if there will be any comment with double slash, it will be removed and then it will be updated. The line data will have only the line of the pseudocode without any comment. If the length of now this line data, because this is also part of this requirement description, and sorry, this one does not write blank line. So if length is not equal to 0, then we will write file, and then the variable that we created, new line from the line data. In the file handling, I've explained it in my last videos that when we read, the data usually come from the file into the variable, and when we write, the data usually move from the variable into the file. Okay. So then we have the count. Count is count plus 1, and if, and then and while, and then after that we have to close file, old file, close file, new file, and then the end function. So this is how we solve this question. Okay. I hope you people have understood the way of attempting these questions, and especially the second part. The questions, usually the last 2-3 questions in the paper 2, they are technically a little challenging, as the Cambridge wants to check or assess your problem solving skill by applying and using all the techniques that you people learn in the subject. So I hope you have grabbed all these ideas in it, and thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.